Hello, hello. We should be live now. I think people should be able to hear us now. Can you guys hear us okay? You can actually type in the box 2R that way. I think. That way. There should be a box there. Go ahead and let us know if you can hear us. This is the first time we do this, so I want to make sure that you guys can hear us. How are we sounding? Anybody? Can anybody chat? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to type it in here. There should be a chat, I think, on that side where you should be able to, if you can hear us, hopefully. I think you should be able to hear us. You'll hear us. You're fine.
How many times are you going to ask if...
Can you hear us? What's going on, you guys? Say something. Say hi.
Hi!
There's a few people watching us right now. This is the first time that we actually do this, so we have a keyboard and can talk to you guys.
It's not weird at all.
Yes, I can hear you guys. Yay, thank you. See, look, there's people listening and watching us. All right, awesome. Cool, hi. How are you guys doing? Welcome. This is the first time we do it, so it's kind of our tryout and stuff. And
I'm nervous. Can you tell?
You're nervous?
I'm nervous.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
You guys, 8 years this woman has put up with me. So that's huge.
8 years married.
Oh, okay. So 8 years married.
Mm-hmm.
13 years. 13 years together.
13?
13.
13 years together.
13. Our air conditioner is not working, Raul. Actually, it's on, but we're in the garage right now, and there's no AC in here. So that's my cousin, by the way, watching. But yes, 13. So 13.
13 years together.
Uh-huh.
And 17 years that we've known each other.
17 years that we've known each other.
That's more than half of my life.
Jeez.
More than yours.
More
too.
than mine,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We're actually kind of young, guys. You know, I'm 26, and she's just turned 18. Thanks, Laura! My wife is beautiful.
Oh,
I know.
Thank you.
Look at this beauty. She's the reason Diego's so good looking, too. Unfortunately, Diego won't be joining us. He's with grandparents today.
We kind of lucked out. I accidentally left the dog over there, too.
Yeah. That's... She totally did that on purpose.
I did not. I so did not. But
hey, Monica, thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while. Man, Coheed days. So that's something else that we're going to talk about. Hopefully we'll make a video where we can talk to you guys about our love for Coheed and Cambria and show you all our tattoos and stuff. You know, like that one and that one.
I'd show you mine, but I'm wearing a dress.
Yeah, so she can't really do that.
I can show you my moon.
Hey, Kina, what's going on? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so the whole point of us doing this is just to hang out with you guys. Thank you guys for like being patient. We started a blog back in
2015.
In 2015.
Yeah.
We did maybe 5 posts, and then
hey, they were good.
They were good, but it took a backseat to
raising a child.
100%. Like, obviously, our main concern was taking care of Diego, making sure that he was safe, and of course, as probably all fathers and parents do, whenever we go to sleep, I'm always checking, making sure he's breathing and stuff like that. So all this worrying, and then her taking care of the baby the majority of the time as well, breastfeeding and taking care of him throughout the day, and so actually let's talk about that. So
what do you want to talk about?
Let's go back, because I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. So let's talk about the beginning.
Of what? Because this could go on forever.
So I was born in Imperial Valley.
El Centro.
I was born in El Centro, where the sun spends the winter. That's why I'm nice and brown and toasty.
I was born in Coronado.
And that's why she's white. Es güera. Eres güera. Es la verdad. So, no, but let's start at the beginning of our relationship. So we met in band, and she loves to tell everybody that it was love at first sight, and it really was.
That's because that's what you told me.
It was, but she makes it all like love at first sight. So, it totally was. And she was beautiful. She still is. And I don't know, something about her just kind of stood out as soon as they walked through that door. And then I found out that she was a clarinet player and she was in my section. And I was like, yes. And then I found out that she had a boyfriend. And I was like, ah, dang it. So that's where our relationship kind of started.
Yeah.
Right? And she probably... What did you think of me when you first met me? Like, I was the dorkiest, nerdiest...
Oh, yeah. Scrawny.
Yeah.
This scrawny punk kid. With the black dickies and the socks above the knees. Was it above or below the knees?
This is about Blink-182
Yeah.
back in the days. It was all about Blink-182. That's why. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But yeah.
Yeah, and I played in bands and stuff, and you hung out, and
Yeah.
your boyfriend at the time played drums in one of my bands.
Yep.
And talking about ex-boyfriends, happy birthday, Walter. He's probably not watching, but he'll go back and watch this. So today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Walter.
He likes to remind us that
he came first.
he came first.
I mean, he's
Ugh,
31,
So
so...
terrible. That sounds horrible.
Oh, quiet.
So his birthday is today, and of course our wedding anniversary is today. But to be fair, no one cares about Walter. No, I'm just kidding, Walter. I love you. So yeah, we share a very special day with him. So we share. What was it again? Today is we started dating in 2005 officially.
Officially July 31st, 2005.
And then
5 years later, we got married
yes,
on our anniversary.
yes.
And then 5 years after that, we found out we were pregnant on our anniversary.
On our anniversary. So let's go there. Let's start there. Because if they saw the video, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, we go kind of up to that point a little bit, right? In the first video, the story so far.
Yeah.
Kind of go there. So let's talk about that. So we went on a trip. We decided, obviously, 5 years of marriage. We decided after 5 years, we're going to start trying.
Yep.
Okay? And so that was the whole thing, is we're going to actually start trying to make a baby. And so we took a trip to Europe. We said we're going to take a long trip, enjoy ourselves for the last time probably, because we were realistic. Kids do change everything, Monica, correct? And they completely take over your life. And so we decided we're going to take a trip. And so we went to 6 countries for 3 weeks.
15 days.
15 days.
A little over 2 weeks.
A little bit over 2 weeks to 6 countries. We went to England.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Germany.
Yep.
We went to France.
Yep.
Switzerland.
Yep.
We went to... Where do we go? Where else?
Did you say Italy already?
Italy. No, we went to Italy. And
Italy.
then one more.
And we stopped in...
I feel like there's another one. There's another one. Sweden?
Austria? No, not Sweden.
Sweden? No?
No.
Okay. Well, we went to another country. We'll remember later, I'm sure. And actually, the first day of our trip, we started trying. Because we had a great time. And we're like, let's do this. Let's start trying. And long story short, we came back. We're celebrating our 5th year wedding anniversary.
2 days after we came back from Europe.
2 days after we came back was our anniversary.
And it kind of hit me that I hadn't gotten my period.
Yeah. So she hadn't gotten her period. And we were having wine, right? In our Italian glasses that we bought in Italy, in Venice.
Yep.
Right? A Venetian glass. And so we were drinking wine and hanging out by like a little fire pit thing. And she goes, should I take a pregnancy test? And it was like,
We're like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah,
go for it,
like,
yeah.
we didn't think much of it. Like, I always thought it was going to make this huge surprise for Jerry, and that didn't quite happen. I
No.
just beat on a stick, and then I was like, babe, come and look at this. Really faint second line.
and so
And we were pregnant!
and we were pregnant. No, and I actually went, I was like, Wait, do that again. Right? Didn't you check it again the following day or something?
The following day, right?
We checked it again, and sure enough, so it was between, like, nobody found out. Nobody knew at that point. And they're just like, even the second day, I was like, are you sure?
I know.
Are you sure that you're pregnant? So I think I made you take it like a week later.
Yeah.
Like, do it again. Let's make sure.
And then I finally went to the doctor. And
she went to the doctor, and the doctor said, and I was there. And the doctor said, congratulations. I'm sure you already know. And we're like, when the doctor actually said it, it was like, oh, shoot. We're having a baby. We made a baby. And so Nydia did the math because she's a mathematician genius. She does all this math. No?
Back when my brain worked before having a kid,
and so
I could do a little better math.
So she started doing the math. And sure enough, the first day.
Our first day trying. Is when we got pregnant. And that's a lot. I actually have a hard time telling people.
Took me once.
I have a hard time telling people that because I know a lot of people struggle to get pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tough. That's tough to know that. And so, of course, we weren't coming into this expecting that to happen. Honestly,
it was just... we're going to take,
it was a
while.
It was a big old blessing, for sure, for us. And, yeah. And then it started. And I think at that point, I realized, like, we need to, I think even before then, like, we need to buy a house. We need to have a place for this child. We want to be the best parents ever, so we need to do everything we possibly can. And so, of course, that took completely over the blog and everything else. And now that Diego is 2, I think we've gotten to a point where he's a monster. He's in absolutely terrible 2s. But from what I understand, it's terrible 2s, 3s, 4s through 18. So we're looking forward to that. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
us Latinas are just extra fertile.
Yeah. Correct. That's awesome. It's a great comment. So we went into, and honestly, I don't think at that point we were following the Dave Ramsey method, so we were able to save up a bunch of money, and we're doing really good financially, no debt, blah blah blah, and then we put ourselves back in, which we will talk about. And
we bought a house.
We don't
regret it at all, but it's been a struggle getting back out.
Yeah. So,
but we'll talk about that, or if you guys have questions about that, we can.
Yeah, absolutely, and
we'll get to the Q&A soon.
Yeah, I mean, throw questions up there. We'll answer them as we go. This is part of the Q&A. We can go as we go. Okay, then. Yeah, just throw them up there. Hi, Liz. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I love you. Congratulations. So, yeah. So, that's a bummer. Sorry, Liz. I love you. But you know what? You're going to be able to hopefully be a fantastic mama bear to all of your students. So there you go. So yeah, going back into the story. It's it completely took a second. It just took a backseat to the entire blog, and the blog took a backseat to Diego, of course. And so now that Diego's 2, we're gonna get back into it. And now he's way more fun.
So you guys, my baby's always been fun.
for them to watch. Before it was just basically him being a baby. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you. Yeah, so that should be cool, right? And we're gonna talk about how we're gonna get back out of it. We have a lot of goals. And we follow a lot of different ways of doing it. We kind of make it our own, and we will gladly share that with you guys. So we're going to be talking about finances in the blog as well as in videos. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about our marriage and why we've been able to keep it for 8 years and going strong. Long story short on that one, really, so I make her laugh. So that's what ugly guys do. Is we make our women laugh.
Ugly.
And then
you're really big where it counts, baby. Your heart.
Thank you.
Your heart.
Thank you. He was fun at Andy's party. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I make her laugh, and I think that's what has kind of made it.
It does make me laugh a lot, and that's really important in a relationship, I feel. That and communication.
And it helps that I'm
It's
funny
key.
looking, so that's always, it helps with the smiling. So, there you go. That's all you need to know. We done? No. So, marriage, parenting, finances, our house. So our house is a work in progress. We got it, and it was in okay condition.
It was in a good condition. It was in a tacky condition.
Thank you, Tina. But go ahead. It was in a tacky condition because it was like orange.
Yeah, and yellow.
And yellow and green, like
forest
green.
Just not our style.
It was
to
really
be fair,
really bad.
It may not be tacky for some people. It was tacky for us. It was not what we envisioned in our home.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a lot of potential in an amazing backyard.
It had a crazy backyard.
Which we killed. But we're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first question. What has surprised you the most about motherhood?
Well, let me tell you, because obviously this question is for me. I think that the thing that has surprised... I'm just going to go ahead.
Gosh, I don't know if I was ready for that question.
Go.
Oh, hold on.
People are waiting.
I'm thinking. Okay.
I'm going to get out of the shot. I think I can.
Oh, God, that's a hard one. She went right for it.
I know, man. She's keeping it. # keeping it real is what she's doing right now.
Seriously.
It's messed up, Liz. What do you want? She wasn't ready. Nah, she wasn't ready. Go.
Hold on.
What's your question? What surprised you the most about motherhood?
Everything.
How hard it hurt, or how much it hurts when the baby bites you on nipples. Is that surprising?
That is surprising.
That surprised me when I heard you screaming. I was like, "Hey, what's wrong with her? The child is killing my wife."
I think the most surprising thing is how much you actually sacrifice for your child and how much you are willing to do for this little person because you love them so much.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you know, your body changes. My boobs will never be the same way again. Ever. Ever. But, I mean, those... Whoa!
Hey, water the plants!
Whoa, sorry, guys.
Water the backyard. That's her alarm to remind her to water the backyard.
I know what you need. And we'll
This
stop that.
This is a song I used to sing to her when we were... No, I'm just kidding.
No, sorry.
Terrible song.
I told you we were trying to, like, revive the backyard. I'm never home when that alarm goes off, though, so...
And then she calls me, "Babe, are you at home? Water the backyard." Dude, that helped you. Okay, answer the question. Okay, so your boobs will never be the same?
No, yeah. I mean, physically, things will never be the same. But seriously, like, what you're willing to put... I've never, ever, ever in my life been a morning person. I still am not. But I always told Jerry, there's no way. He always said that he'd convert me to a morning person. I was like, there is no way. And he never did for how many years that we were together before we had a kid.
Yeah.
I now wake up at 6:15 so that I can take a shower in peace. And that doesn't always happen. Not in peace.
Have you guys ever seen that meme of the cat where it's like a sleeping cat? Oh, it's a dog. And then the other dog wakes up. The white dog wakes up in the backyard, behind the other dog, and he's all like...
They're in a car. Yeah, that's me.
That's her. Absolutely 100% her in the mornings. So, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you love this little human so much that you are just willing to do absolutely anything for them.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. Your life changes completely, and
I had to give up milk when I was breastfeeding for like 5 months.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't have
and
cereal.
That is hard for me because cereal in the morning, but cereal at night. It's
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, in case you guys want to make her happy. That's how I've been doing it. Making her laugh, buying her Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Not buying her chocolate. Making sure her hamburgers have no onions, no pickles, no mayo, no mustard. This is all stuff we will talk about. Okay, we have a long history of making sure that we take care of each other in that way, like the little tiny details. I think that's what's keeping us together for as long as that. Mm-hmm. And Tina, hi Tina, she said, sense of humor totally helps me and my fiance have been together for 10 years. Dang! And you need sense of humor. Absolutely.
Definitely.
We're 2 years behind you, fiance, but that's awesome. That is super cool. Actually, if you're in California, I think that means you guys are legally married. You know?
That's if they've lived together for that long.
Together. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that works. Okay, sorry. Wait, hold on. Liz said they don't belong to you, Jerry. They used to. All right. Haters gonna hate. What are the top 3 things that make your relationship function? Ooh, top 3 things. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things, but
Top 3
communication is number 1.
Number 1, communication. We communicate very consistently. What else? Communication for sure. What else?
Well, you said laughter.
Laughter.
Yeah.
For sure. And communication.
Seriously, communication. If we could say communication were the top 3 things, we would. Communication is so important.
What are the top 3 things to make a relationship function?
No. You know what? You know what I would add? No.
Communication.
No, I would add
for sure
an understanding that love changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always head over heels, that puppy love that you feel at the beginning.
No, you have to work at it.
That flutter, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you never feel that again. You do, but it's not as often. And the same way that you, hopefully as a person, are maturing, your relationship is maturing as well. And you have to understand that love matures and that you are not always going to be in that, newlywed or newly boyfriend and girlfriend phase.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
And you can't be, you can be scared. Who doesn't get scared? I feel like that's when people most end relationships, when they're like, oh, well, I don't love him the same way anymore. No. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily.
Not if you're communicating.
Exactly. If you're communicating.
And not if you're buying her carne asada fries.
Then
it doesn't matter. That's all you need. Carne asada fries and communication.
But yeah, I would say communication, understanding that love changes, and humor.
Are you ready? The 3 things that you need. Communication, consideration. Liz, that's a good one. Communication, consideration, and carne asada fries. The 3 C's. Those are the 3 C's to a successful relationship. Communication, consideration, and carne asada fries. And if you want to add another one, I'm trying to come up with a word that starts with C that is also means sex.
Coitus.
Woo! There you go. Those are the 4. See, this is how we work. Communication, consideration, coitus, and carne asada fries. What is see, that is why we do a blog. Because we come up with dumb stuff like that.
Okay. Monica's question. Is it hard to be home with him all the time?
I'm not home with him all the time.
It would be, yeah. Honestly, when I dropped him off for school daycare, I'm so relieved. Sometimes it's awful. How do you stay sane? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't stay sane. Jerry will receive a lot of calls and a lot of texts from me about how I'm just going to go crazy that day. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And I think some people just don't understand it. They think you're at home doing absolutely nothing. He thinks that.
Just real quick.
What?
Tina said another word for C. Another word
Chorizo.
that starts with C. Her sex is chorizo. That is fantastic. Chorizote. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
No, but definitely you don't really stay sane. you have your moments where you just break down. Honestly, I break down quite often, and it's making sure that you have that rock, that support system. Jerry's part of that support system for me. One of my best friends, her little boy is 2 months younger than Diego, so having somebody who's going through almost exactly what I'm going through is also very helpful. Shout out to her, I love you.
Yeah, it helps having that, like, those people around you that are going through similar things at the same time, and then also having people that have already gone through it that you can actually reach out to and be like, how did you deal with this? Because this kid, I'm about to throw him out a window. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it happens. Let's be real. And that's what we're going to do here is we're going to keep it real with you guys.
We won't throw kids out windows.
We won't throw kids out windows. FBI watching right now. We love our child. Please leave us alone. No, but seriously, he's not always as great as you guys see him in pictures and in videos and stuff. But you'll see his meltdowns because we're going to put him on blast too, for sure. I'm probably going to get put on blast when I'm crying.
Yes.
But I'm sure you guys will enjoy that. So, cool. Hope that answers that question. How do you stay motivated?
Motivated.
In what sense? Well, I'll tell you what. She stays motivated way more than I stay motivated.
It's hard, too.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, you know, just going through these meltdowns every once in a while, it kind of tears you apart a little bit. It physically, mentally. So you just have to make sure you keep making goals for your family, for yourself, for your child.
Yeah.
And just kind of push through it. And like I said, if you really need a support system, shout out to those that don't have much of it and are still going strong. Like, I'm definitely the kind of person, I'm needy. Okay, let's put that out there. I'm needy. I need people.
So I'm doing the best that I can to help her out. There was a while that we went through this, like, and I still don't do enough, but I'm trying. We went through a patch where I for sure wasn't doing enough, and that's on me. Like, I wasn't getting home and washing dishes or helping out with little tiny things like that, like putting away the dishes.
To be fair, you were helping in the sense that you are out making us money. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not making us any money right now. I've started freelancing a little bit,
but
so
that's not an excuse. I should still help here at home too. And
but yes, my biggest thing is I always tell him, like, I'm driving home with Diego, and all I can think about is when I get home, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. And I feel like sometimes he's coming home to work, and he thinks, oh, I'm just going to get home, and I'm going to relax. I was like, do you ever think about, hey, I have to do this, and I have to do that when I get home? Like,
I remember when
around
my dad,
the house.
Just real quick, because before I forget this train of thought, which, there he goes. No, my dad would come home from work and straight go right into working in the house, working in the backyard, doing something in the house. He never stopped. And I just now understand that was not easy for him to do. He set a great example, and I think I failed him for the first few years, but we're working on that. That is something that, as a father, you kind of strive to do, or should strive to do, is help out your partner. So, yeah, it's not easy, and we still struggle with it, but we're going through it. Right now, I think we're going through a pretty good point in our lives where we feel like things are starting to line up, and have things that are coming up, and talking to you guys and having 10 of you watching us right now it means the world to us. So we really appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's move on, because we're gonna lose all of these. Chorizo. Everybody keeps saying chorizo.
Did we miss one? Scroll up.
What is the smallest thing you fought over? Oh,
smallest thing.
Diego. No, I'm just kidding. No, what would be the smallest thing? That's a good question.
Just because it reminded me on Time Hop today, him ripping off these tabs off of cans.
Oh, yeah. So.
And then they end up in the washer or in the dryer.
Sorry. Yeah, that is pretty small. But you see these, right? Yeah. These things. For some reason, when I'm drinking like a beer or soda or whatever, usually beers, I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, I do start doing this at the top of it.
It's like a little bad habit. He doesn't really collect them or anything. He just, can you not?
And then I put it in my pocket. And then we forget about it. And then she washes clothes. And then she's like, you mother... And then she goes, ah, and tosses it at me. Oh, there it is. That's a good one. That is pretty small, but she makes her mad.
A lot of little things.
So,
but
yeah.
At the end, you realize, are we really fighting about this? Like,
that's what I tell myself all the time. Like, are you really like getting mad at me for this? And then I'm like, sorry.
Well, you've got like 500 million of them. They kind of add up.
They do. Abraham said compassion, another C. Yeah. Ooh, we need to start writing this down. Gonna write a whole... The 5 C's of love. The love C's. Love Z's. Get it? Anyways. Hashtag keeping it real. Still. Yep, he's a pain in the ass sometimes, but he's a hardworking and loving dad. Who, my dad? Oh, man. Maybe you guys will get to meet him. Maybe. He's not much of a social media person, so he doesn't have anything. But he's hilarious. And he is definitely interesting. And so is Nydia's dad, actually.
Oh, God. Both of them together is...
Nydia's dad has great sayings, actually. Both of them do. But they go back and forth telling jokes, and it's the craziest thing. So that brings me to the next thought, which is... That's another thing that keeps us together, I think, is the way we were brought up is super similar. Mm-hmm. Our parents are very much alike. Our moms are very much alike as well. Very different, but very... they're brought up kind of in a similar ways, and they're about the same...
both only child.
Both only child.
Your mom to a certain point.
Yeah.
But her whole...
Until my Aunt Abigail was born.
Well, there's a... How many year difference?
It's a big difference. So they might as well have been...
Like a 30-year difference between...
It's not that crazy. So, you're a jerk. Anyways,
Liz, how many year difference between Abby and your mom?
And so they had a big, they were brought up very similarly. And so that's why I think we also get along as well. And, los dos somos mexicoamericanos y hablamos español perfectamente, ¿verdad?
Oh, what you say?
So,
no,
it's great.
We both do speak Spanish.
Whenever I introduced her to my family, they would try to speak to her in English, and she'd be like, "Mucho gusto, ¿cómo están?" And they're like, "Oh my God!" And I was like that joke, you know, like, look, see, they make her in that color too.
See,
28-year difference. There you go.
Okay,
yeah, that's a big difference for sure. Cool. What else do you want to talk about? Nobody's asking any questions anymore. They're just listening to us ramble on. We're not really that interesting. My mom was 27 when she had me, and Abby was born a few months later. Yeah. That's crazy. My grandparents, man. Dale, abuelito! You! Sorry. Sorry. I cannot, like, I'm like...
Yeah, you need to
We're both really bad. We're working on our posture.
My posture's perfect.
Or
No, it's not. But Jerry's is worse. And I have a longer torso than him, so when we sit next to each other... I'm taller.
Especially if I do something like...
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I remember the first time I saw Nydia and she spoke Spanish. I was like, the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That's how a lot of people were, actually.
To this day.
Yeah. By the way, Wrench and Thread, we're going to be real. We're not going to be, like, covering our bad words because we cuss like sailors sometimes. Sometimes, especially if she's mad at me.
Oh.
Hijo de tu... Pétala tú. No, just kidding. It's not like that. Kinda. He says,
Come caca.
Come caca. And I'm like, that's nasty. That's nasty. Okay, so where else in our story? It was at a band concert at Montgomery. Oh, you met her? Yeah. Yep, she was a clarinet player. I was a clarinet player. We were clarinet players together in band. It was cute.
We went to band camp
this one time at band camp. I was a band camp counselor for the last one for you, right?
No, the first one for me.
The first one.
First time I went to band camp, he was one of the counselors. Second time I went to band camp, You had moved
Know what I'm
on.
saying?
I was a senior.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Drama.
Band camp is a real thing, y'all.
Yes, and it's fun. If you're a parent and you have kids in band, don't let them go. Don't do it. No, it was fun. I'm just kidding. Yeah, super cool. Cool. What else do we want to talk about? So we had our child, and now we're parenting. We bought a house. We bought a nice little condo, and we'll show you guys around. Actually, that's the exciting part. Is it's totally work in progress. We have a lot of projects that we're going to be doing here, and so it's going to be pretty great. Hi, thank you. Best vlogs equals real and raw. Absolutely. No, we're going to keep it real for you guys. So excuse our French. Me vale madre. No, but we're not going to force it either.
No.
Nah. So, yeah, man, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be super fun. We're going to keep hanging out with you guys. If you guys want to throw some questions at us, now would be the time to do it.
Yep.
Anything that you guys want to watch on the blog as well. If you're not following us on social media, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're here on YouTube. The majority of our stuff is going to be on YouTube and over at www.wrenchandthread.com. We're going to have a blog. I'm going to make her write. I'm
not a writer, you guys, so good luck with that. But I also said I would never, ever do videos and look at me. So
yeah, that's true. Where do you hope this channel will be in the next 5 years? So I already thought about this, and I think that I want to get to the point in about 5 years where we are totally different people than what we are right now. Like, financially. Why are you laughing?
Oh, okay. Like you just made
like my name's not Jerry anymore. Her name is like Matilda or something. And we're French.
Matilda's first name.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just no, we actually, I hope that we're totally different in our financial stance. Maybe we're not in this house anymore. Maybe we have, you know, like 4 or 5 more kids. Oh, you can't do that in 5 years. We have like a few more kids.
You can if you have more than one at once.
I'm going to go start right now. You want to go? No. Okay. So maybe a few more kids. And I actually want Diego to start filming stuff and catching us doing things. I think that's gonna be cool. He'll be 7, maybe 8. Yeah, he's gonna be 7.
Years, 7.
He's gonna be 7. Dang, that'd be
know,
cool.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Is it weird thinking like, oh yeah, in 5 years this, but when you put it in like when you think about it in your kid's age, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. So that'd be awesome. But yeah, I've thought about that for sure. Lay flat on your back on. So go ahead, read it.
Lay flat on your back on a solid surface for 5 to 10 minutes a day helps posture. Yes, I actually have.
Going ham, Abraham. Hey, dude, I'm gonna hit you up about some like stuff like that.
I'm actually going to a chiropractor and just recently found out that my left leg is half an inch shorter than my right. So, and that's possibly why I have sciatic problems and I have a shoulder problem.
I hate that. I didn't know she was broken. And I went to my father-in-law and I was like, refund. And he's like, no returns. Read the policy, bro. So anyways.
But yeah, that was.
He's like, te dije, pero tú te querías casar, pende.
Yeah, and that's.
So he said that too. Sorry.
And that is definitely one of the things they told me to do. Lay flat on your back, or even like just kind of like let your body weight like just like hold on to like the bars at the like monkey bar or something like that, and just kind of let your like whole spine elongate. And yeah, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that, Abraham. That's super cool. You're gonna need a babysitter soon. Yeah.
For what?
For Diego. Or for me, maybe. No, for Diego, to take care of him.
Diego actually starts school this month.
Diego starts school. You guys are going to see some of that, too. He's 2.
But for privacy issues, we won't be putting where he's going to school.
Oh, no.
But
we'll talk about his progress and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you guys teaching Diego Spanish and English or just one? Los dos.
Al mismo tiempo.
Al mismo tiempo. So sometimes, what is it? Like we told him, she taught him watermelon. so sandia, but he knows water as agua. So he says agua melon, which is awesome. And you tell him, can you count? And he goes, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
And then in English too, he'll
one,
count.
2, 3, yeah.
He'll count in English and in Spanish. Some words he knows only in English. Some words he knows only in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But we're working on teaching him both.
Both at the same time.
One of the reasons why he's starting school at this age is because where we're sending him to school, he's going to learn primarily Spanish. So.
Yeah. So
he gets to...
His first language will be basically Spanish, really, from being taught at the school, I guess. But technically, no, we speak more English to him.
Yeah. Jerry and I, at home, even though we both speak English and Spanish, it's just more natural for us to speak in English to each other, so it just naturally comes out in English. Although we do make an effort to say certain things in Spanish, or just try to have a conversation in Spanish for Diego's sake. But both your parents and both my parents, they are a Spanish-speaking household. Although they all do speak, both of our moms speak English.
Your dad doesn't speak really either. Well. He just goes.
You can say the same for yours, okay? So he gets a lot of practice of Spanish.
He's like a Mexican Chewbacca.
Yeah, that I do that. Yeah.
Anyways.
No, but he does practice a lot of Spanish with grandparents.
Yeah.
And we try as much as possible as well.
And he goes, acá, acá.
Ven.
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 What else does he say in Spanish?
Zapatos, because he's also learning a little bit of sign language.
He knows some sign language. We taught him sign language when he was a baby, so he says more.
But he says más. He doesn't say more.
Please. Mrs. Mas. He used to say more, though. He's learning all sorts of stuff. He's super smart. He's way smarter than I am, for sure. So it's awesome. Yeah, we're teaching them both. Do you guys try to do monthly, weekly, date nights since Diego? We're tri-weekly. It doesn't quite happen.
Not
monthly
weekly.
For sure, but I think that's something starting actually really soon that's going to be like mandatory. We have to take care of our relationship because I think
I think recently
sometimes it gets kind of taken a backseat to Diego, and it's not cool because
it's
honestly,
hard on me.
Yeah, it's hard on her. It's hard on me too. And it's hard on our relationship.
No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, it's definitely been.
And
we're going through
I
a
would
little
love
rough
carne
patch
asada fries once a week.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to be doing.
No, but you gotta.
Oh, is Luis watching? Or her trainer's probably watching. Sorry. Just kidding. It was a joke. So, house question. If you could go back, would you go back to renting or have a mortgage? No, mortgage, dude, 100%. I'll take the mortgage any day.
It depends on your situation.
If I couldn't afford it, like we are right now.
If you can afford a down payment, and the reality is that you should try to put 20% down.
We didn't.
We'll be honest with you. We didn't follow the rules that we thought we were going to follow, and we only put 5% down.
Because we got antsy and it was taking too long.
And we were living with my parents, and I was preggo. We wanted our own place.
Yeah.
So
the sooner the better. So
yeah. But I highly, highly, highly recommend saving up at least a 20% down payment. So if you don't have that, then renting.
Yeah.
It kind of slows down your savings a little bit because you feel like the rent is going towards some random thing. Like, it feels almost like you're throwing money away when you can be saving it instead. Yeah. But the reality is that you're not throwing money away. You have somewhere to live.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of important.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll go into detail on all that. I think that's what we have a lot to talk about, and we'll talk about all of those little things and kind of the method that we used to be able to even save enough to have a down payment for a house and everything that we did. So definitely stay tuned for that. Did you ask Nidia's dad for her hand before you proposed? Dina, I'm old school. Yes, I did. I actually went. I remember exactly where he was. He was watching TV, sitting on the couch. And
are you sure that's what he was doing? That doesn't sound like him.
Sitting on the couch, watching TV, which is what he's doing 90% of his time. And I asked him I said, I love your daughter, and I want to know if it's okay if I marry her. and I want your blessing. And he said, what? He's like, are you sure? Are you
Thanks,
positive?
Dad. Thanks.
And of course he was joking. He said yes, and he gave me a big ol' hug, and he said, I'm so happy. And actually we went engagement ring shopping, my mom and her mom and my sisters. So we went shopping for her engagement ring together. So everything that we've done, I've tried to be as old school as possible. And that's how I'm going to teach Diego too, by the way. He is going to ask for a hand in marriage of whoever he decides he's going to marry. Hopefully we can teach him the right way.
If you had a daughter, would you be upset if they didn't ask for...
No, I understand that it's changed.
At different times.
As long as the gentleman...
is respectful.
Or woman, I'll put that out there because regardless, doesn't matter. Whatever they choose, whichever way they choose to go, if they think that that person loves them and they love them back and they want to spend the rest of their lives with them,
that's what's important.
That's what's important to me. As long as they're happy, honestly. Cool. How was the transition from sign language to speaking with Diego? Thinking of teaching my sign language. Do it! It's super, super easy.
Yeah. I know that some people say that
he's still using it, by the way.
Yeah. I know that some people say that it slows down the speaking part. We always made sure that when we would sign more or más, we would actually say it as well. So he wouldn't just use the sign, but when he could start speaking, he was saying it as well. So now he goes, please. Well, he does this. He still does
it's supposed to be this. He goes like this. Please. It looks like he's wiping his chest.
Please. He has recently started saying milk again, and signing milk, which is kind of painful to me. But
yeah, that sucked. Maybe we can talk about that too, the whole breastfeeding thing and what you did. Diapering too, how we did all that. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we cloth
because
diapered.
I learned we cloth diapered, which was awesome, but also not awesome.
Everything has its pros.
Everything
and its
has
cons,
pros and cons for sure. Inclusivity, absolutely, yeah. We love everybody, regardless of sex, religion, anything, sexual preference, gender, and nationality, all that stuff. Now that the sappy stuff is out of the way, no, it's not. No, it's not, Walter. And you missed out unless you were here before. The next time you're in Seattle, you guys bring me some In-N-Out, right? It probably won't taste that good.
Yeah.
But we can try. I want to go back to Seattle, actually.
I know. Actually, Walter, we were talking about that.
It's cold
today or a few days ago, actually, about how we want to go back to Seattle and probably tell you this time that we were there.
Sorry.
I know.
Tina, that's awesome. My fiance did too. Cool. That's cool. I hope it's something that doesn't die ever. Now, me either. I will fight tooth and nail with anybody trying to keep gentleman behavior alive. I think I tried when we were going out. I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, because now?
We've been married 8 years, yo. Like farting in front of each other. We just pooped in front of each other for the first time.
For the first time? You did.
I did. Okay, is that too much information? Sorry. Look, nobody's watching anymore. No, but, okay, so... Nathaniel ain't asking dad. Ooh, yeah, my dad, I don't think he'll care.
Nah.
Viejillo, le vale. 90s right now, good time. Oh, 90 in Seattle? Jeez, that's crazy. I wonder what it's like, the, what's it called? Precipitation?
Humidity?
Humidity. What's humidity like, Walter?
Because this garage is pretty bad.
It's hot in here. We're going to be with you guys probably another 10 minutes, hang out, and then we have to go get dinner and start our anniversary celebration. You better get your brother-in-law in check then. Ooh, I'm going to have to talk to that fool. Break yourself! I've never been that kind of older brother. You know that. I've always let you guys kind of do what you want. I care about you, but I'm also not the jealous type like Andy or
Or my brother.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Anything else? Did we? I think there's a lot of things to talk about. So make sure, first of all, just a friendly reminder, if you're not already, subscribe to us. Subscribe!
Yeah.
We are going to be doing these, fingers crossed, once a week. We're going to have something out.
We're going to try so hard.
Twice a week. We're going to try really hard. We're going to the valley. Never. It is hot over there. No, I'm just kidding. We'll go over there soon, hopefully. The valley, El Valle Imperial, is like 120 right now. Here, let me look it up. Go,
it's death.
Talk to the
it's
people.
What it is.
Talk to the people while I look up the...
I don't know what the humidity is.
Talk to the humid.
But it's not super humid or anything. And I might have lied. 90s are rare. More like 80s. Yeah, it's a... What's it here right now?
Right now? Hold on. 74, it says.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
But...
It doesn't... Well, the garage is like 120.
But yeah, it's been pretty hot here.
Oh my god, look at that.
No, thanks.
99 in El Centro, and it's
Right now.
823. That's ridiculous.
12%.
That's why we left, Raul. 12%. Jeez. Yeah, that's why we left, man. Gracias, apa. Ni chinga. I don't know what the humidity is, but it's not too... Oh, sorry. Cool. So follow us on there. We're gonna do blogs, so we talk about and post pictures of the house and like our things that we've done. His room, by the way, the craziest freaking project I've ever taken up. I'm so glad I did it just because of Nydia's reaction to it. It is the coolest thing I've ever done, and you guys will be able to see it. His wall is awesome, right?
Yep.
I'm super proud of it. So, dream location to live out of state.
San Diego.
Nah, we ain't going nowhere. It's her fault. It's super expensive to live here.
It is, and
It's ridiculous.
if
I
it-
actually do pretty good. If I went and moved somewhere doing what I do, I could probably afford a house twice as big as this one. Right? Well, I should say we can afford a house twice as big as this one. But this is our home. This is where we are. If you guys go back and watch our video, you'll see what I mean. Because, like, we just have places here that mean the world to us, and we can't just up and leave because of money. It's not about that. So, nowhere. Live out of state. Okay, pick something. Just like dream location. We're going to live out of state.
out of state or out of country or
Well, she said live out of
Okay.
state. So, technically, out of state is
just anywhere out of California.
country. Yeah.
Okay, we actually have talked about when we retire moving to Switzerland.
Switzerland. Yep. That's
We-
exactly what I was thinking
We
about.
visited Switzerland on our European carousel tour in 2015, and we fell in love with it. To be fair, we were only there for a few days. I know that it's going to get a lot hotter than it did and a lot colder than it did, but
Yeah.
I was just head over heels. It's the last place I thought I was going to love the most, and I just did.
Yeah.
So,
It's amazing. Nydia, would you do sewing tutorials or like basics of sewing?
sure.
There
I
you go.
will.
See?
I have no idea how good they'll be, but because I don't know if I'm that good of a teacher. But that's what we're here for, to find out.
Hey, I know a teacher. Liz. Okay, cool. All right, guys. We're gonna start saying goodbye. I
don't
think.
want to say goodbye.
Well, why not?
I don't know. I'm having fun.
Well, we're gonna do more of these. We're gonna be doing maybe once a month. I think might be good, right? To do just to catch up with
Q&A?
everybody.
What do you guys think?
Not even Q&As, but like just talking about how our month went. Yeah. And just getting feedback. Like, this is awesome. You guys are like super cool. And thank you for chiming in and chiming. It's a share, and my knife is sharp. Jerry, where'd you get your shirt? I didn't get my shirt.
Kohl's.
Nydia got my shirt at Kohl's. Kohl's?
I believe so. Yeah.
Kohl's.
Kohl's.
She remembers everything, like, when it comes to clothes.
I just buy everything at Kohl's.
By the way, she just bought me an outfit that is fire. I like it a lot.
I'm glad,
And
baby.
I'm not a clothes guy, She
But I
is,
am.
obviously. So she got me a pair of shoes and jeans and a shirt, and I'm gonna be all fancy schmancy for you guys the next live show. There you go. All right. I'm gonna show my shoes and stuff.
How are you gonna show off your shoes?
Like that.
Like my.
Oh, see, those are cool. Those, careful. You're gonna show your JJ. So, ow, yeah. So the future holds a lot for us. I am super excited, and I wanted to live in person tell you that I'm committing myself to bettering myself as a father, as a husband, way more as a husband. And I know that I haven't been doing what I should to keep my health up and working out and things like that and helping you around the house. And so in front of all 10 people watching right now, I wanted to let you know that I am making a commitment and I'm going to do the best that I possibly can because I know that you always do. And I love you very much.
You're so corny.
And I am. We're super corny, but you know what? That's why you love me, so whatever. Next title, Nydia, the clothes guy. What? There you go. So, yeah, no, we're super excited to be doing this, to have you guys come along for the ride. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us. So, hopefully, we're not too annoying or boring. I know she's amazing to look at, so that's cool. I'm like, all right.
It's hot in here.
But thank you guys for watching. Anything that you want to add before we go?
Just make sure, even once the videos, they can leave comments after.
I think so. Yeah, leave comments down below for sure.
What you liked, maybe what you didn't like, what you want to see in the future.
Yes.
Not just in these videos, but in blogs, vlogs, anything for Wrench and Thread, what you'd like to see. Thank you, Luis. It's because I work out.
Don't read, don't watch. We do not talk about carne asada fries. Yeah, no, we don't. So, yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
What was I saying?
I don't know. It's Mendigo Luis.
We got called sexy. It was kind of distracting.
Thank you, Luis.
Oh no, yeah. Anything that you want to see, let us know. We are an open book.
We are. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna leave you with our little intro. I'm really proud of this intro, by the way. You're gonna be watching it in all our videos. You're probably gonna get tired of it, but you know what? We love it because it's just, my child is beautiful. I mean, let's be real.
Okay, modest dad.
I am modest dad. All right, so thank you guys again for watching. We love you guys. We'll see you guys very shortly.
Wait, can we come up with like a little catchphrase, like your Heart of LAFC?
I los guacho.
No.
I just really want to make that happen. Hey, I nos guachamos.
No.
No, my dad says that too. No.
We'll figure something
Al
out.
rato, vato.
No.
Oh.
Bye,
Peace.
you guys.
Peace, love, peace, and chicken grease. Who says that?
I don't know, but not you.
We're gonna come up with something good. Actually, there you go. Help us come out with the exit line. Like I have a podcast and I say "Stay golden." That's my thing. So something like that. That's easy to remember and catchy. There you go. See, you can help us out.
Or maybe we just don't use anything.
Or maybe we just don't use anything at all because it's probably gonna be weird. But all right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Probably gonna be quiet for a little while here, and then that's it. Bye.
Bye, you guys.